Hi there, the time is now close to noon here in Bangkok, Thailand, which is around 1 p.m., close to 1 p.m. in Singapore, Hong Kong, China, Malaysia, and so on. And as you can see, I do have a couple of tabs on my screen of different brokers, and these are actually the more popular binary option brokers today. We're here in this video to find out what are the payout prices like at different times of the day, and most of the brokers have the worst payouts in the Asian session. So it does not mean that throughout the day the payout levels will be bad, but typically in the Asian session it is the worst. So we're starting out with Quotex, and in this video I also want to just factor out everything that is OTC, because OTC doesn't really matter. If you look at my other playlist on how to trade with signals from TradingView, I have been making videos on how you can generate signals and entries on TradingView and then take them on these various platforms. But if the pair that you are looking at is an OTC pair, then the price action will be totally different from that of TradingView, and therefore those things will not apply. So it's important to look at what's only non-OTC and live at this point of time. So on Pocket Option right now, I'm actually just looking at these various pairs over here. The available number of pairs today is a bit more than some of the other days, but this is also because we're close to Asian lunchtime. So if you came at a time like in the earlier Asian sessions, sometimes you may find that there are much less pairs that you can trade that have a respectable payout. This is the IQ option, and IQ option at this time, I would say it has a class-leading profit, but then again, there are not that many pairs that you can trade. So at this point of time, we have just these 5 that you see over here. It has a best payout, but not necessarily that many pairs. But then again, if you're in the Asian session, what you really want to be trading is the JPY pairs and the Aussie pairs and perhaps the New Zealand pairs. Let's now have a look at this other one. This is Olymp Trade. I have not looked at Olymp Trade for a very, very long time, and surprisingly enough, I could still log into an old demo account. I have not actually recommended Olymp Trade for quite some time because when they had a change of management, there were some issues with it. And anyways, let's have a look at their various pairs that are available right now. This is a mixture of everything. So let's go to Forex and let's click on currencies and have a look at what is available at this time. I think Forex really means Forex. Yeah, it's not binary. So we have to look at fixed time. And well, unfortunately I cannot separate them into pairs and otherwise, but what I can see here is that it has surprisingly quite a nice amount of pairs that you can trade, and the payout is quite decent. And I would also like to test what is the minimum trade amount at this point of time. Okay, it is still $1. And the charting is a little bit slow in appearing. I think this new interface looks better than the previous, but the charts don't come up. It's not a huge issue because we're taking signals from elsewhere anywhere, like TradingView. But okay, this is where you see the trades. It's now over here. It used to be at the bottom, now it's different. Also check a different pair and just try to place a trade. Execution is good. There is also an early sell over here as well. I decided to just check how expert option is doing at this time. I haven't looked into it for a very long time, and I just want to see what kind of payouts it's giving at this point of time. So, well, as you can see, it's really bad, and this is for currencies. For crypto, it's actually kind of good. Alright, well, this is interesting to note. I mean, for Bitcoin, these are binary options for crypto, which is very respectable, 80% payout. Because I remember a long time ago, IQ option did have Bitcoin, and they actually took it out and changed it more to like a time-based leverage trading, as opposed to the very short option. So, and then on the other hand, Pocket option always had Bitcoin, but the payout had been going down and down and down. And this was also to do with the fact that with various platforms, during a trend, crypto is like a no-brainer where you can just spam it in one direction. So today, in this really short video that is meant to assess the payouts of the different brokers for binary options during certain times of the day that has the least payout, which is the agent session. We do have a winner overall. Highest payout would be IQ option, followed by second highest is Olymp Trade. Olymp Trade has the most pairs, but the system is really slow and laggy. Expert option has really shit binary payout during Asian session, but Bitcoin is super good, and they also have something called the altcoin index, which I'm not quite sure how to go about trading that unless we can pull up such a chart on TradingView, which, well, that's probably another topic for another day. They also do have Cardano as well. Quotex has a handful of available pairs, but the payout is, well, nothing much to shout about. I'll actually rank the pocket option slightly higher in this regard for this time of the day. So the time now is officially 2 minutes past 1 in Hong Kong, Singapore, China, Malaysia, etc. and 12:02 in Thailand. So this is like, let's say, 12 hours ahead of Chicago, and it's basically midnight in Chicago if you are there. So I hope this gives you some enlightenment, and I have links to the various brokers in the video description, only the ones with the better payouts, so you can check those out. At the same time, do check out my new email course that is totally free, and you can just simply put in your name and email address for that and receive daily tips and trainings on how to get good and profitable consistently in your binary options trading. Thanks for watching.